afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So before we start, let us first pray. So again, good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So before you take your seat, please look around your chair and see if there are any piece of papers or cash. Then please sit down. Okay, so who is absent?
Miss Titi Shalamina.
Okay, so let's take note of that. So, class, who can give the recap of what we discussed last week? Miss Laila, can
Last meeting, we have discussed about the conditionals, the zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional.
Alright, so yes, we have discussed the different types of conditionals. So now, before we dive into our proper discussion, let us have first an activity. So, okay, let us first have an activity. So, I will be dividing you each of you will be no there will be no group since there are absent, so you will be uh, competing with each other individually. So we will have a quick Kahoot quiz show. So what you are going to do is you will analyze the photo, and also there is a given clue. So you will have to analyze it and then choose which is the best answer that corresponds to that photo and the clue. So do you understand it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you will raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Okay, Miss Najma. Rani, yes, correct. Your answer is Rani. So, it is the correct answer. Yes, 1 point for Miss Najma. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, Miss July. The red one, Baker. Okay, let's see if you got the correct answer. Yes, you got the correct answer.
The green was jumping.
Let's see. Okay, you got the correct answer. So, 1 point each of you. What about it?
The orange one unlocked.
Unlock? Right. 2 points for Miss July. National.
The green one French.
Right. 2 points for Makabayan and National. So, okay, there is a part two of our quiz show. So, in the part two, there will be no more choices. So, we will have to analyze each image and set of clues. Okay, let's start for the second round. This is the first. Okay, message. So you got the correct one. So you already have 3 points, right? Okay, let's continue.
What do you do? Enlightened.
How many scores do you have? Three. 3 points for both Mulan and Najma. And Miss Laila got 1 point. Let's continue. Alright. What's the word? Who got first? Who? Okay, Miss Najma. Yes, that's right. Beautiful. All right. So 4 points for both Miss Makaban and Miss Najma. And the last one. Miss Laila. Alright, so Miss Laila got 2 points and Miss Makabanan and Najma got 4 points. So we have a tie. Both Miss Najma and Miss Laila won our quiz show. So let's get back to our topic or discussion. So before we proceed to our topic, what did you notice about our activity?
I have noticed that you use a graphics
You notice I use graphics and suffixes. What else? Actually, none. So, did you enjoy our activity?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Before we proceed to our discussion, please read the learning outcomes.
At the end of the lesson, the students can explain how affixes change meaning, correctly form new words by adding the appropriate affix, show appreciation for how affixes help make language flexible and expressive.
Okay, so I hope we can meet this learning objectives at the end of our discussion. So let's proceed to our main topic, which is affixes. Alright, so who can read the first slide? Smile. Can you also share some insight about this?
Affix. A morpheme that is attached to a root or base word to modify its meaning or create a new word. Affixes can appear in various positions relative to the root, such as before, within, or after it. So, affixes is the one that is attached to the base word or the root word. For an instance, like in our activity, unhappy.
Okay, so very good. Affixes, it is a small unit of language which is called a morpheme, or specifically bound morpheme, which is added to a pre-morpheme. So they are attached to a pre-morpheme, which is also known as the root or the base. So what are its purpose in what's the purpose in attaching an affix to a pre-morpheme? So mainly its purpose is to change its meaning, simply create a new word, or another one is change the grammatical form of a word. So we will tackle that later on. So affixes can be placed in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end, and also in both sides of the word. So do you understand what is an affix?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so let's proceed to the types of affixes. The first one is prefix. Who can read the prefix? None? Okay, Miss Nacho.
Prefix. Type of affix that is added to the beginning of a word, base word to alter its meaning. Like prompting, pronoun,
Yes, a prefix is a type of an affix which is added to the beginning of a root word or a base word. So its purpose is to change the meaning of a word. For example, the word or the base word legal. So when we add a prefix il or il, it becomes the exact opposite of the word, which is something that is not, it is not, it violates something in the law. Alright, so these are some of the common examples of prefix. The an, re, these, and these. So, Miss Simple, can you please give us an example of a prefix? Error. For example, irresponsible. Irresponsible, that's right. So, do you understand what is a prefix?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's move forward to the next type of an affix, which is suffix. So, Ms. Matabangan, can you please read and give your insight about this?
So, suffix is an affix attached to the end of a root or base word to modify its grammatical function or mode. Meaning to say, suffix English of words, but a type of affix that is that you can be seen that can be seen at the end of the word. For example, is happiness. So happy is the base word, while the ness is the suffix, and it is called suffix because it is put at the end of the word.
Okay, very good. So that's suffix. It is added at the end of a base word, not just to change its meaning, but also to change its grammatical category. For example, uh, in the verb teach. So when we add the affix, when we add the suffix er, it becomes teacher, which is a noun. From verb, it becomes a noun when we add when we add the suffix. Here are some of the common suffixes. So one of this is who, less, ness, or, and ing. So Miss Nachma, can you give us an example of this? You can choose which of these. Yes, only that's right. Nothing is the answer. How about beautiful? Sa less naman, shameless. Sa less, happiness. Ear, pretty, prettier. Jump. Okay, very good. You gave us plenty of examples from this common suffixes. So let's proceed to the third one, which is the infix. Okay, who can read? Class, who can read? Okay, it's the answer.
Infix, a morphic inserted within the body of a root or base word to create morphological or systematic change by a vowel line or negative.
So infix, this type of affix is inserted in the middle of the word. For example, so this type of affix is not really used in English, but in other languages it is commonly used, but not really in English, especially in the Filipinos. But for the native speakers, this type of affix is common for them. So these are some of the examples of this kind of um, so in the word absolutely, it inserted the word in the middle of the word. So it becomes absolutely. And the next one is in the unbelievable, it inserted the same word so the word becomes unbelievable, and the rest of the examples is the same as the first. So in Filipino naman, one of the example is okay for in the base word kain. So when we add it becomes kumain. So that's the infix. This type of affix is common for Filipinos in Tagalog, but not in English. So do you understand? Yes. So let's proceed to the last type of affix. So Miss Najmi, can you read the
Complex affix that surrounds the root or base word and element placed in the beginning and the end of the word or word.
So this type of affix is called a complex affix. Why? Because it is not just add in the beginning nor in the last, but rather they are added to both the beginning and the ending part of a root word. So it changes its meaning, it's more logical change. So these are some of the common examples of this. So n plus n, so in the root word light, and when we add the n plus n, it becomes enlightened. Another one is a plus ing in the word, on the root word with, so it becomes abiding. And also the bn, b plus f, in the word love, so it becomes what? Beloved. Alright. So do you understand our topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so let's see if you really understand our topic through our discussion. Do you have any question about our topic?
None, ma'am.
Let's proceed to our so you will be given a random word through a randomizer or a spin the wheel. So let's check first if there's a good internet. Okay, as I said, you will be given a random word through a spin the wheel. So once you got a word, then you will answer these questions. What is the root word of of the word that you got? What affix is used, and what type of affix is it? Did you understand? Did you get it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's start.
Wala pati mami niya pati
Kaya si Najma.
Word happiness.
Happiness. The root word is happy. The affix there is net. So it is a class.
Yes, very good. Yes, very good. And that is mismanagement.
So there is the subject object being on and equals. So the first word is imagine and the object system
Yes, very good. You all got it right. So I see you really understand our topic. Okay, let's proceed to our quiz. This is the first part. Yes. So at the count of 10, finish or not finish, please forward your fingers at the center arrow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please pass forward. So for your assignment, please read in advance about the topic noun and its types, because we will be discussing about that next meeting. So yes. Please stand. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Alright. Okay, so class dismissed.
Thank you, ma'am.